Okay, it is investigation time. So, we've had 2 murders. Well, 1 murder, 1 not really murder, more setting an example. Yes, example. So we have to investigate. So I suppose we have to talk to people. Hooray! Let's start with everybody in here. Aren't you going to help investigate? Aren't you going to help investigate, Jiro? I'm glad I can't leave Junko here. I feel sorry for him. I have to stay with him. Yeah, that's kind of understandable. Jiro? No way! I seriously don't want to die here.
Help me!
I'm begging you, God, Buddha, Mother Earth, God of Space, King Neptune, help me! I don't care who it is, just get me out of here! Jiro doesn't seem prepared to do any kind of investigating right now. Let's just leave. Yeah. Right, I'm thinking we need to head back to my room, my dorm. First of all, I should head to the scene of the crime, my room. We won't make any progress without investigating there. Okay. So I headed to my room, where Sayaka's corpse still remained. I better examine the state of my room a little closer. This might reveal something new. So, who's in here with me? We've got Moto, Kayuko, and Sakuya. And we know things in the bathroom, so we'll have a look in there in a minute. Alright, right, okay, let's look through everything again. This display stand the sword was on. It's the table, the mess. There are scratches and gorges on my walls and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? Yeah, it looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Damn it, I was right there in the other room. If I'd only heard something, it would not have been possible. Huh? Don't you remember? All of the rooms are completely soundproof. So something could have happened in the room right next to you, and there's no way you could have known.
Well,
perhaps this was another of Monokuma's strategies, creating an ideal setting for murder. Evidence of a struggle has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. Okay then. It's my room key. There's a key on the ground, it has my name on it, so it must be my room key. If I remember correctly... Ah, that's right. We'll have to trade keys. When we switched rooms, we switched keys too. So Sayaka would have had the key here in my room the entire time. But wait, if that's true, then how did the killer get into the room in the first place? Could Sayaka have forgotten to lock the door? No, that seems impossible. Same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open the door to anyone. Even if it's you, even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? After saying that, there's no way she would have forgotten to lock it or open it for any reason. Oh, maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone else grabbed it or something. No, that's not possible either. Sayaka was in here when we switched rooms. And with how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around, so she couldn't have dropped it. So, how did the killer... Switching rooms has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. That's the sword. This is the replica sword I bought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, it's been taken out of its sheath. I hadn't actually looked at the blade itself until now. I shouldn't be surprised it's coated with gold too. On top of that, some of the gold coating has come off on parts of the blade and the handle. Yeah, the handle especially is missing a lot of its coating. I remember this coating sticks to you even if you have just touched it a little bit. Replica sword has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Ah. This is the roller. Huh. Looks like the lint roller. It looks like there's way less than there was before. Let's see, I could see how dirty my room was and decided to clean up a little. The bed is in a mess. There are gorges in the bed. It's like someone attacked it. What the hell happened? Anything over here? The toolkit's still inside the drawer. It doesn't seem heavy, and I don't see any evidence that it's been used at all. Which makes sense, I guess. I mean, it's mine, and I haven't had any reason to open it. I can't even imagine a situation where I'd make a toolkit like this.
Yo.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, motive.
What?
You're not exactly in the mood to be building fucking furniture, right? So you haven't used yours either, then?
What?
Not just me. Nobody's busted theirs out yet, as far as I know. Actually, we weren't talking about... We were talking about it yesterday.
By the way...
None of the guys have opened their toolkits yet, because, like, why the hell would we? Toolkit has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay, there's the sheath. Let's click that a minute. This is the replica sword I bought back in self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, the sword's been taken out, so it's just the sheath, but... Huh? There are some scratches on the sheath. They seem to have been made with something sharp. But how did the sheath get scratched up in the first place? Even if someone used the sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense for the sheath to be damaged. I mean, if you're going to attack someone with a sword, the first thing you do is unsheath it. A heavy sheath like this would only get in the way. It would just slide off in the middle of the fight. So why are there scratches on the sheath? Replica sword sheath has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. There's the notepad. Notepad's still here, but I don't think it's relevant right now. Okay, nothing on there. That's the windows. Surveillance camera. The mastermind must have used them to keep an eye on everything that happened here. We don't do anything to stop what's happening if we just keep on watching. Because Monokuma's creepy! Scratches on the wall. There are scratches and gorges on the wall and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? So there must have been some kind of fight in my room. The room's completely soundproof, remember? If anything happened, there's no way you could... Well... This is another of Monokuma strategies, creating an ideal setting for murder. I haven't heard anything from you yet. Hey, Kyoko. I quietly caught her name while she was investigating the area, but...
What are you doing? Isn't it obvious? No, not really. I'm searching. Searching?
She was down on her knees, carefully inspecting every inch of my room.
Did you lose a contact or something?
I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it. A few seconds later, she suddenly stood up straight and said, "Are you a clean freak?" Huh? No, I don't think so. But what? Nothing. She glanced around my room one more time.
Let's see.
Interesting. That's interesting.
Hey.
Just as I suspected, there's something very unusual about your room. Really? What would that be? Unusual? What do you mean?
So...
I've searched your floor for some from one corner to another. I didn't find one single strand of hair. Really?
Indeed.
Not one hair from the victim, and not one hair from you, even though you've been living in here. You know, now that you mention it, I noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like the lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Could someone have used it too?
I see.
Very interesting. Your room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Was it Sayaka or the killer?
Well?
That's the question, isn't it? Makoya's room cleanliness has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I think that could be everything. I think. I'll touch the bin. No, not clicking the table. I'm clicking the scratches. So I've done that already.
Well.
Yes. Yes, we know. Bed and roller. The bathroom. And then the other side of this door. No. I can't let it get to me. I can't afford to freeze up now. Focusing myself to push my panic down, I stepped into the bathroom. Looking at her made it painfully clear it wasn't a dream or an illusion. She had lost everything that made her, Sayaka. And at once I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, and an urge to burst into tears. But I can't hesitate now. Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened. I wanted to give up, I wanted to collapse, but that thought held me up and supported me. You. Anything else in here? No. There is some writing behind her on the wall. That's nice. I looked past Sayaka on the wall behind her, and there I saw... Well, that quite clearly says Leon backwards. Yes. Oh, or it could say 11037. Written in blood with the numbers of 11037. Yeah. Did Sayaka do this? There's a knife in her stomach. I've clicked on the word again. Don't do that. I told myself I simply couldn't face what I saw, but now's no time to think about that. I pulled out the Monochrome file to verify what it said about her body. Some sort of sharp object had been thrust into her stomach. That must have been the killing blow. But whatever they used to kill her, where'd they get it? It's definitely something I should look into later. Also, according to the Monochrome file, Sayaka's right wrist is broken. Her wrist doesn't look swollen or bloody, that's for sure. But there's some sort of glittering there on her wrist, too. Right there, where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery. That definitely concerns me. Another thing that concerns me is... there's some blood on her left index finger, but that's it. The palm of both her hands are totally spotless and have come only... The palm on both her hands are totally spotless, so how come only her left finger? Sayaka's wrist has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. The stab wound on her stomach is what killed her, so when she broke the wrist, that must have happened earlier on. I mean, how would her wrist get broken after she'd already been killed? So it's very possible she broke her wrist during the struggle. The killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is when her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom, where he inflicted the deadly wound. So, the blood spot on her finger is where she wrote this on the wall. The broken wrist... Well, the gold on her wrist is from the sword. Maybe the sword struck her wrist. Looks like all there is to click on here. Oh, no, I've missed something. There is a shower head. The water from the shower gets turned off at night. Okay. That looks like that's all there is to click on here. Yeah, nothing over there, so I think I've clicked on everything. Some sort of sharp object has been pressed into his stomach and must be killing blow, whatever the killer uses, we'll get it. Definitely some stuff we can do later. Also, can do a monitoring file like this is broken. Yeah, because there's the gold paint on her wrist. There's something glittering on the wrist too. Definitely concerns me. Another thing that concerns me is there's some blood on the left index finger, but that's it. The palm of both her hands is totally spotless, so how come only her finger? Stab wound to the stomach. Stab wound to the stomach will kill her, so when she broke the wrist, I mean, how would her wrist get broken after she'd already been killed? So that's very possible she broke her wrist during the struggle. The killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is when her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom, where he inflicted the deadly wound. Right, okay, I think we're done in here.
It would seem...
And it looks like you found it, right, Mayaka? The bloody numbers that most likely Sayaka's dying message. I've never seen something written in blood before. It really was her final message. It's as if she wrote it with the life. It's as if she wrote it with life itself.
Right.
You often talk like an aspiring poet. But the numbers she wrote, what do they mean? 11037. I have no idea what they could possibly mean.
So...
The way she wrote the numbers makes me think she wanted to use her body to block them. If she wrote them in that location while she was sitting the way we found her, it means she must have wrote them by turning over her hand towards the wall. If you were to write something in that position, do you know what the result would be? The result?
Well?
Think about it. You're not going to tell me?
Makoto.
You need to uncover this mystery of this case yourself. Otherwise the case will end and you'll remain unconvinced. I have no idea what you're trying to say, but it's obvious you're not going to tell me. Okay. Dying message has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. And it sounds like Kyoko knows what Sayaka's dying message means. But honestly, I have no idea. Oh, I know who I should talk to. When it comes to numbers, who better to ask than the ultimate programmer?
Makoto.
There's one other thing I wanted to ask you about. Do you know how the door to your bathroom got broken? Broken? Oh, you mean how it gets stuck?
What?
Gets stuck? Yeah, I guess I'm the only one, but the door doesn't fit the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was just locked. But once you learn the trick, it opens no problem. Bathroom door frame has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
Correct.
So the door doesn't quite fit the frame, huh? But actually, I'm referring to the broken doorknob. Huh? The doorknob?
That's right.
You didn't notice? Well, I'll just try closing the bathroom door. I'm sure you'll see right away what I'm talking about. I did what Kyoko said and shut the bathroom door. Uh-huh. The doorknob. It's broken. What the heck? The doorknob's practically about to fall off. Why is it like this?
It would seem...
Someone must have used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. Whatever it was, it's obvious it was intentional. What? It was intentional? Why would someone want to do that?
So...
I guess maybe they were trying to get the door unlocked and ended up breaking the whole thing. My bathroom door doesn't have a lock on it. Only the girls' bathrooms can lock, right? She stood there for a while, lost in thought. Then, apparently struck with a sudden realization, she shot a question at me.
Just a second.
I have just one more question for you. You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about that? Oh, well, I did tell Sayaka about it last night when we switched rooms. So what you're saying is only you and Sayaka knew about it? Interesting. She had the slightest hint of a smirk on her face. I got the sense that she was really starting to get into all this.
I see.
And that clears that up. Huh? What clears what up? I'm lost.
Goodbye.
Well, see you later. She knows. As if forgetting I was even there, she suddenly turned and left the room. Bathroom doorknob has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I still don't really understand any of this, but I've already given my room a good once-over. Maybe I should look around somewhere else. I should start looking where the murder weapon might have come from. And also, I should look into the DVD Sayaka got. With Sayaka dead, I have no choice but to see for myself what was in that video. And on top of that, I'm sure there's some other areas worth checking out too. Maybe I should see what everyone else thinks, if they'll even talk to me, that is. Okay, so I guess we are done in here.
By the way...
You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer could have already destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body, I mean. There's a trash room here in the dorms, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there. Yeah, that's definitely possible.
You son of a bitch!
Dirty bastard!
Shit.
Anyone who raises their hand to a woman is scum and deserves death. That's what my brother told me.
You're fucking dead!
So even if I find that son of a bitch that did this, I'm gonna pound his goddamn face in. But what if it was a girl that did it?
Yo.
That'll get sorted out when the time comes. Right. Sophia, do you think I'm guilty too? I try not to make assumptions, but like that. I simply don't know whether or not you did this. Whatever decision the rest of you come up with, I will follow your lead. I see. Okay. We're done here. Right, okay, let's go in... Can we get into Sayaka's room now? I guess we can. This is definitely my room. But the nameplate has Sayaka's name on it. Okay, that's interesting. Ah! What are you doing there?
Very strange.
So, why was Sayaka in your room when she was killed? Could it be because you were the culprit? No, you've got it all wrong. Sayaka and I switched rooms last night. He didn't even try to hide the suspicion on his face. Even if what you say is the absolute truth, you're still responsible for her death, wouldn't you say? Huh? After all, she wouldn't have died if she hadn't switched rooms with you, right? Yeah. The reason Sayaka was killed is because I suggested we switch rooms? She's dead because of me? And it should have been me that died. Well, all we can say right now is that it's a possibility. But if that's really true, then
Seems like...
something doesn't seem right. The Monokuma file said Sayaka was killed in your room. I just can't stop thinking about it. Could it be the name? I just can't stop thinking about it. Could it be the nameplate? Yes, the nameplates got switched. But who switched them? Dun dun dun. Very strange. Mr. Nag, what was Miss Mazzoni doing in your room? Let me just say this.
Most suspicious.
I absolutely will not allow you to dispose of any evidence in the trash room. Do you really think I'm guilty? Yeah, pretty much. Everybody totally thinks she did it. So that means my nameplate should be on her room. Where is her room? Where's my nameplate gone? I'll go... I'm gonna go. There we go. Huh? This is Sayaka's room, right? But the nameplate has my name on it. The nameplates on my room and Sayaka's room were switched? So all that effort I put into switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless? But why would anyone do that? Dorm nameplates have been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. So does that mean I can get in here? Yes. Okay, because I want to retrieve the DVD from her trash can. Where is it? Trash can! There can be only one thing in the trash can. Yep, DVD with Sex's name on it. I got really upset after seeing what was on that video. I wonder, what did she see? It might not be directly related to the case, but it might be worth checking out anyway. I'm sorry, Sayaka, I need to borrow this DVD. Go. Okay, just checking I picked it up. Go. Right, okay. We're done here. Right, so if we go round to the trash room a minute. Let's just see if there's anything in here a minute. Well, this is just it, because this frame is down. There's a lock on this thing here. There's a hatch on the floor. That's a rattle. The door and budge is locked. Yes, there's a padlock on it. There's a button here. Looks like some kind of switch. I wonder what it does. Won't push it though. I presume it raises and lowers this grade. Don't touch it. Yes. Right. Okay. Let's go to the video room. Find out what was on Sayaka's DVD. AV room, AV room, AV room. Here. Bam, ba, ba, bam. Be able to use this to see what was in the DVD. The DVD that Saka threw in the garbage. I sat down in front of the screen and put the DVD in the player. I pushed the play button, the screen went dark for a few seconds, but then... an image slowly appeared. It looked like some kind of concert. Standing on stage, front and center, was a face I recognized all too well. Sayaka. She was there along with her friends. She had been so important to her. She was positively glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept that she was dead. My vision started to blur and darken, and then that voice I'd come to despair so much began to float out of the speakers.
Sayaka Maizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
Suddenly the screen went dark, and in the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. What the? Sayaka disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins. What I noticed even more than that was the figures of the other girls who had all simply collapsed.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
Look for the answer after graduation. Without warning, the voice cut off.